Ashtyn, through the early part of the season here, I'm just curious how you thought some of the younger players on this team, since you guys are counting on some rookies, how do you think they've handled the first 3 weeks, a short week, and now getting ready on a long week for another primetime game?
I think they've handled it well so far. I haven't seen many of the guys blink, so I think they're doing a good job. And yeah, last week was definitely a challenge getting ready for a few days or in a few days for a game. But I think they're doing a good job.
How would you describe the mood of the locker room right now, 0-3, but having some days to sort of recalibrate here?
Yeah, I think we're in a good spot in terms of where we're at mentally, and I think the goal is to go 1-0 this week, and obviously that's what we're focused on and trying to get done.
Game have any special meaning for you, being that you're facing your former team?
I mean, no, I'm excited to see some of my old teammates, but other than that, it's just it's an important game because it's the next one. We've got to get our first win, and that's what I'm focused on.
Anybody in particular you're tight with over there?
Pretty much anyone that was on the defense, but a couple offensive guys as well that I'm excited to strap up against.
How much have you guys talked about the need to get some takeaways?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely an emphasis. The ball is the most important thing when we're on the football field, and obviously haven't done a good enough job of that so far. And has been a huge emphasis and will be a huge emphasis going forward. So, yeah, we got to do a better job taking the ball away.
How do you I guess change that, right? How do you change and generate those more turnovers?
I think, well, we got to stop the run so that we can get the ball in the air a little bit, do good on first and second down, and then when the ball's in the air, we got to attack it. And also, you can get turnovers while they're running the ball. We got to take more shots on the ball when they are running, and when they are carrying that thing loose, we got to take advantage of that. And we haven't done a good enough job so far.
I saw you guys doing a little bit of that today, punching out the ball. I know Perk and I were talking about like the technique of it, right? It seemed like you guys were doing more left hand versus right. Just can you kind of explain the technique of punching out the ball a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it is intent, right? You can take a shot on the ball to take a shot on the ball and get a pat on the back from the coach, or you can take a shot on the ball like you're trying to get it. And I think the goal is to find the air behind the ball. You don't want to punch it into them. You want to find the air behind it, and that's what we've been working on.
Did you happen to see last night when Derrick Henry was stripped of the ball?
Oh, I was asleep long before that. Yeah, that was way past my bedtime. I saw it in the morning though.
Yeah, it seemed like a textbook play on how to bat the ball away from.
Yeah, absolutely. I think learning from other guys around the league and college and whatever, just the plays of the week, you can learn something from anyone. So, yeah, we got to be more cognizant of it and just more attempts at taking the ball away.
Ashtyn, as a special teams guy, did you notice how many special teams plays were made this past week in the NFL?
Outside of football, outside of our game?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Jets actually had one on one of the last plays of the game as well. Yeah, I definitely noticed that.
Do you have any thoughts on that? I mean, you guys have had a lot of special teams plays, relevant to the outcome of the game. I mean, any thoughts that that's just 1/3 of the game, or is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a chance to steal a possession or whatever. Anytime the special teams is on the field, you want to get the offense in a good field position, and you want to make it basically a full field for their offense, and you want to create a half field or whatever you can, create good field position for our offense. So I think special teams is a huge part of the game, as you saw this weekend. Yeah.
Do those plays have any more impact on the outcome of a game than?
I think on top of just what they do for field position or whatever, like it gets, when you see somebody get a nice hit on kickoff or something like that, or a nice return, it gets the whole sideline going. And you saw that in the preseason. You saw that, when Malik had that punt return for a touchdown. It creates momentum, and I think that's huge for a football team. Yeah.
You played every defensive snap. I saw this past game. How did that go for you as you were part of a rotation? How do you think the different packages played out where some guys were down, so we saw a lot of different players in?
It felt good for me personally. We have ballers in our room. We're a very deep room in the safety room, and I trust any of those guys, as I'm sure they do me. So, my number was called, and it was my turn to play ball. So I feel good about whoever's out there.
Saw you guys breaking in the new helmets today. Are you guys still like little kids? Like you get a new jersey or a new set of uniform, you get excited about
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. This is my first year down here, so everything was new. I was excited when I got in the white helmet. So, already we got a new one. So yeah, I'm like a little kid
it?
for sure.
Players sometimes trade jerseys with opponents after a game. Is this one that you guys will probably say, "Hey, I'm sorry, we're gonna might keep this one"?
Yeah, we'll have to see. I got to talk to a couple guys up there. I was in New York for a little bit, so I talked to a couple of those guys already. So I don't know. We'll have to see.